I'm Tom from Backhacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the Carhartt Whip Delta shoulder bag that I've been testing for the last 3 weeks. So let's dive in and take a look at every little detail of this sling bag. Okay, so the primary fabric here is a Cordura nylon on the outside. We have beefy YKK zippers used throughout the sling as well for the openings. And then we have Duraflex plastic hardware to go along with it too. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the carry quickly before we get into everything else. So when you wear it on the front, crossbody over the left shoulder like I was, it can be at kind of a weird angle when it's on. So if I put this on myself real quick, it's like this in front of me. And it can be slightly, you can see that just on my body, it can be slightly tilted to the side here. One of the things that I noticed when pulling things out of here is that the zippers are on this side. So when you open, things can fall out of there if you have any smaller items in there. Now, there are double zippers on this top one, which is great. So you can, if it's angled like this, you can access them in this way. So wearing this on the back is definitely preferable. And for accessing, it's going to be the safest if you take it off to access the items, especially if you have smaller items on this pocket specifically that has the single zipper. So I'd be curious to see if they have thought about including a 2-slidered zipper on this pocket as well. I just want to talk about that. One other little gripe I have with the carry too is this piece. This piece is awesome. But when wearing it on the back, this can go wrap around your side. So when your arms are like this and they're walking, they can get caught and get a little bit scratched up on this little zipper portion. 2 minor flaws with the carry. Other than that, I think it's extremely comfortable. You can see very padded strap here for the size of the sling that it is, and it's quite the unit. But I just wanted to talk quickly about that before we get into the details of the sling with those carry modes, and then check out the full review on our site as well. All right, so let's pop right into it, starting off with the harness system. Let's get a little bit more into it. Back here, you can see that there is just mesh going throughout the entirety of the back panel. And that's nice and comfortable. It's pretty padded, it's cushy, it helps with air ventilation too. And again, this thing is just a unit as well, which I like. If we look at the strap, it's adjustable in 2 different places so you can get the right fit. I found that I did find the right fit, but I tried to constantly adjust it so I wasn't getting that scratching on my arm while I was walking on the back. I found the best place for it, but I wasn't quite able to get it perfect. So ideally I would have wanted this on my back a little bit more, but if I put this shoulder strap in a different area, this thing would start to sit funny on my back, not the way it was intended to, because you can see it's very much designed to wrap around your body in specific places. But you have 2 little Duraflex adjuster pieces and then a buckle as well if you want to unbuckle it. For the most part, I was just slinging this on and off over my head and not really using that buckle. I like just a standard Duraflex buckle here. I think it's just nice and simple and easy. Very padded strap as well, which we went over. It doesn't really slide around, but you do have those adjusters on each side to get it where you want comfortably. So that's definitely a plus. And if we look on the outside front of the bag, you can see we got a couple of little fun options and very versatile options here as well. So kicking it off with the D-rings, you got one up here if you want to throw on any accessories with a carabiner, and then you've got one down here as well. I've just got some hand sanitizer down there with a little Night Eyes carabiner. Nice to have that handy. And then here on this side, we've got a pen, just a small pocket pen there with little areas where I can put things. Maybe if you had like a knife or a Leatherman or something, you could stick that here and then Velcro it down so it didn't jostle around, things of that nature. But this is handy to have as well. You can see we got the Cordura tag there, so you just know that it's a fabric that's been milled at a Cordura approved location. And yeah, other than that, the sides just very simple, sides, not a lot going on there, but there are a lot of openings too. So let's kick it off with this front mesh pocket on the top. This zips open with this zipper. It's YKK. Looks like it's, yes, a YKK zipper. So opening that up, you can see there's this mesh. You can slightly see through it. So if you had like snacks or something that was a little bit just you wanted quick access to, but didn't matter if it got wet or people saw it, that might work well in the front here, or like tissues. I've just got my Apple AirTag sitting out here in the front, which maybe I should put it in the main compartment of the bag, but I just set it there for now. But yeah, nice little ample pocket size. It goes upwards here as well too. So if you wanted to put in like tissues and they were a little bit longer, or napkins that are a little longer, just something of that nature, you can kind of like wedge it in there by utilizing that top liter space as well. If I open up this front pocket, that opens up horseshoe style. Again, if you open that up and you have smaller items in here and you got that to your side, stuff can fall out of there quite easily. So just note that. Be careful if you put smaller items in here. I've just got keys, headphones, row of sunglasses. If you had like a small field notes notebook that was a little bit bigger, that's less likely to fall out because of that horseshoe zipper. It does stop here, and there's about a little bit less than half, but a little bit more than a third space at the bottom that's completely closed off, as to not have items fall out of the side there. All right, and then opening up, there's this discrete pocket here that just slides all the way across. We have a fabric gusset here just to provide a cleaner look and hide the zipper a little bit and protect it from the elements. Zippers are reverse coil, so you don't really see the teeth on the outside either, which provides a cleaner look. But if I open that up, you can see I've got my max-sized iPhone in here too. So just to give you an idea of the height of that pocket there, that's where it's at. Let me just set my phone off to the side for now. And yeah, a little bit thinner, like you don't really want to put things that are too bulky in this pocket, but a phone totally works. If you have something that's bulkier, you're gonna wanna save that for the main pocket here, because there's just a ton of space. It opens up. You have these little fabric pieces on the side that'll help hold things in, and then it also prevents this from opening wide clamshell style. So if this is on the front of your body and you have it completely unzipped, that's as far open as it's going with these pieces of fabric. Whereas if you notice, like in a lot of clamshell backpacks that don't have this, they'll just open all the way up fully clamshell. Obviously you want to avoid that with a sling, because if it's on your body, you don't want all your stuff falling out. Now I've just got like field notes here, a little envelope that I've been keeping inside here. There's a lot of space inside of here. You know, if I had like buff and gloves, I would totally put them here, or just bulkier gear could go here just fine. And then there is a divider in the back if you want to put in documents. In this case, I've got a Kindle towards the back just to show you what can fit in there. But ample space here. And this is really kind of a good cross between a small day pack and a sling, just because there is so much room inside. And that covers it for the pockets on this main part. Before we wrap up the video, I want to talk about this side pocket too. This is my favorite thing. Now it's a double-edged sword because it is right at the side of your body, so it can kind of scrape against your arm there a little bit. However, the access is awesome. It's got this horseshoe style. It fits my nomadic wallet that I was testing just perfectly inside of there, so I loved having that right at the side of my body for quick access to it. And then just for sizing purposes, I've got a Zippo in there as well. So you can see quite a bit of depth, just a little pocket, and really, really handy to have, and in a very convenient location while you're wearing this sling. There you have it, the Carhartt Whip Delta Shoulder Bag. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we will see you in the next video.